What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to 100% Mag. So I hope you're all staying safe and well out there. And of course, the news on Newcastle United transfers as we edge closer to the transfer deadline day. Of course, only 4 days away, as it does end on the 3rd of February, as they've had to extend it a little bit. But it is now officially confirmed by Newcastle United and Atlanta United that Miguel Almiron is no longer a Newcastle United player. He has now officially joined Atlanta United. A video by Newcastle put up, a video by Atlanta United put up to confirm this. After 6 years at Newcastle United, Miggy is no longer a Newcastle player. But we wish him all the luck over in Atlanta. And hopefully one day he will return and see a Newcastle United game and visit the lads at St James's. But we'll move on to talk about another piece of news, and one of our own in Jamie Maley, the brother of Lewis Maley, of course. Unfortunately, Jamie Maley, unlike his brother Lewis, has been unable to break into the Newcastle United first team picture, and he has, of course, departed on a permanent deal to Atlanta United. This was confirmed by Newcastle United yesterday, of course, and he will be a permanent player for Hartlepool United. So he is staying in the northeast region. But he is going to, of course, be playing for Hartlepool United now. We've seen this in the past. Newcastle United lads having to go away, apply their trade elsewhere, and then, hopefully one day returning to don the black and white shirt. We've seen it with Alan Shearer. We've seen it with Dan Burn. Hopefully the story is similar for Jamie Maley, and hopefully, one day he does get the chance to don that black and white shirt for the first team of Newcastle United. On a permanent basis, but he has departed for Hartlepool United. So we wish him all the luck at Hartlepool, and hopefully one day we will see him back at Newcastle United. Moving on to some more talk about more outgoings, and of course it is talk about what I have been seeing quite a bit of late in videos is Sean Longstaff. There has been quite a bit of interest in Sean Longstaff moving from Newcastle United in this window, and it does seem like one that would be a very good possibility that could happen. And these reports are coming from, of course, The Athletic as well. They're saying that Everton are on for interest in Longstaff. They're willing to pay around 10 million, it was saying. And Newcastle are open to selling them for around 12 million. So if we could get Everton up that valuation to the 12 million. I've seen some, also saying that it could be 15 million that Newcastle are asking. But I think 12 million, to be honest, is pretty fair. It would be pure profit as well for Sean Longstaff. So that would help immensely with the PSR situation. Of course, if that does happen to arise, come the summer transfer window. But it's a pretty good deal. There's other clubs interested as well, not just Everton. There's also Leicester that's interested in him. I've heard some talk about Leeds interested in him as well. Ipswich talking about interest in him. Wolves have been interested in him. So he's quite a, targeted player in this window at the moment. So that one might have some legs in it. So we'll keep an eye on that as we edge closer towards the transfer deadline day on the 3rd of February. But there's also reports coming from Scott Wilson and Ben Jacobs. However, these are contradictory reports, because Scott Wilson's saying that there's interest in the anticipate a departure imminently for Matty Targett, whilst Ben Jacobs, on the other hand, is saying something completely different and contradicting Scott Wilson's reports, and he's saying he understands Leeds United are not expected to make a bid for Matt Targett this winter window. So, which one is it? Hopefully, to be honest, non offence to Matty Targett, he hasn't really, done much for us since coming in. He was, doing pretty good at the beginning, but now that we've got, Lewis Hall there, I can't see Matty Targett getting in ahead of Lewis Hall. He's been absolutely fantastic since getting into that left back position. So I can't see Matty Target lodging him out of that position. So I think if we can get, say, 12 to 15 million, that would be a brilliant deal for Target, and it would also free up a bit more on the wages as well, and allow a bit more leg room as well again, if that PSR situation happens to arise in the summer window. But let us know your thoughts, of course, about it down in the comments below. And before we round off the video and finish the video up, there is once again more talk about Lloyd Kelly departing Newcastle United. This time, Marseille are interested in a loan for Lloyd Kelly in the centre defender of Newcastle. A tough competition in this case with Juve and Dortmund also interested in him. So again, another player that is being heavily targeted with a departure from Newcastle United in this window. And I think this one and the Longstaff one could happen. So, we've only got 4 days left of this window. If we lose, Lloyd Kelly, we'll lose Longstaff, we'll lose Matt Target. We've already lost Jamie Maley. We've already lost Miggy to Atlanta United. That's 5 players that's going out of the club. So we've got to be seeing some sort of players, coming into the team, because we're letting a lot of players go here and we haven't brought anybody in, and we're still attacking the competitions that we're in on all fronts. We're in the second leg of a semi-final with the chance of making a final of the League Cup against, of course, Arsenal. We've got that game to play. We've got, the Premier League. We're still attacking on all fronts for a European place this season. We're still attacking on all fronts as well in the FA Cup. So we definitely need to be seeing some sort of recruitments, additions coming into the team, because we don't want to be caught in a situation where we have a slight little knock to a few players and then we're down, and we've got to run on scraps, and that's not something that we need to do. So I'm sure Eddie will be, asking Mitchell to get somebody in this window, because we definitely need additions going forward. But anyway, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Hit a like, share, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll see you for the next one. Well, the lads.